Hey YouTube, it's that nerd Ryan here with your finally Pokemon Sinnoh review. I know it's been a long while since I was supposed to do this, but obviously with certain things popping up and trailers and stuff like that, I had to push this back, but I am glad to say I could actually push this out before Isle of Armor. So I will say this review will probably be shorter than the others, not due to time restraints or anything like that, just due to the fact that I don't have that many positive memories of the Sinnoh region. This is actually my least favorite region, and I know I'm going to offend a lot of people by saying that. I apologize, but I'm entitled to my own opinion, and so are you. But a lot of people say that this is the generation that got them back into Pokemon. I'll say that this is the generation that almost killed my love for Pokemon. I have replayed them since, and I do like them a little better. It's just I have a lot of stigma directed towards these Pokemon games, so I do apologize in advance if you feel that I'm bashing this generation. So, let's review the starters. So the first thing I gotta say is my favorite starter out of the bunch would have to be either Piplup or Turtwig. I know everybody loves Chimchar and Infernape and everything. I just never liked the design of the whole line. It kind of just looked very strange to me. I do love, however, the design of Piplup only, but I love the entire Torterra line. So I have to definitely say Torterra is my favorite line, but Piplup is my favorite starter in general. If I didn't have to look at Empoleon or Piplup. So next, let's talk about the region design. Now, last region, a lot of people complained that there was way too much water. This, I feel there's way too many caves and way too many HM spots. I felt like it was kind of overkilled in this, and I also felt that majority of the game I spent in caves, which, as most Pokemon fans are, I really dislike Pokemon caves, just because of the overoccurrence of Geodude and Zubat and whatever regional Zubat or Geodude clone is in there. Other than that, I do really like the design of the villages, and I do love the idea of places like Floroma Town and everything like that. The story I also enjoy. After replaying it, I kind of grew fond of the story. I used to not really care for it, but after replaying it and reading dialogue and everything like that, I do really, really like it. I have to say, probably though, my favorite part is when you are at the top of Mount Coronet, and the whole Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina fight happens. If we're going Platinum specific, the Distortion World is one of my favorite moments in Pokemon. But like I said, I have a lot of stigma when it comes to this region, and that's because this was the height of my cheating era. So I would play these games a lot by just using the catch whatever Pokemon you want cheat at whatever level, and then just running around and doing that and barely playing the game to begin with. So because of that, I kind of look back on that and I'm frown on myself for that, because I never got any good memories with this game. And the only biggest memory that I have about this game is losing my DS along with my copy of Pokemon Platinum and my action replay. I'm happy I lost the action replay now, but back then I was devastated. I will say that some of my favorite Pokemon in these games are Starly, which I'll explain why in a second, and I will also have to say that Hippopotas was another one of my favorites that I keep always thinking is in Gen 5, but is actually a Gen 4 Pokemon. But yes, I also love Glaceon and Leafeon. I figure that they are some of the best evolutions design-wise. I really do like them. Gym leaders, I will say that I do not remember many of the, basically any of the gym leaders. Remember Rourke, and I remember Rourke's dad, but I cannot remember his name for the life of me. They'll be in the subtitles for what his name is. But yeah, I did enjoy those guys. I also enjoyed the water gym. And now we'll go to Elite Four. I barely remember the Elite Four, I will be honest. Like I said, it has been a while that I played these games, and this is my least favorite generation, so it's a generation that I barely touch. But yeah. And we're going to talk about something that we probably won't mention in any other region besides Unova, if I remember right, is the special events. Now, I was not able to actually participate in any of the special events legally. I did use the cheat action replay to access them when I was a cheater. So I will say I did enjoy all the events of catching Shaman, catching Darkrai, catching Cresselia, and catching Arceus. I thought that was a way to implement it, and I hope they bring it back. I hope we have something like that for Zarude, or if they do make Gen 4 remakes, that they do re-implement that extra thing that makes the Pokemon feel valuable. That's why I feel this generation did right. So like I said, I didn't really have much to say about this generation, so I will give it a ranking. Unfortunately, since it's my least favorite generation, I do have to give it a 5 out of 10. I do want to try to have a part where I can replay these games in peace and just be able to enjoy them. Also, I did mention earlier that I would talk about why I like Starly. I forgot to mention that. Starly was my first shiny. My first legit shiny. So it was a great feeling to get that, and I still have it. I named it Houdini because it popped out of nowhere. But yeah, that was the positive memory that I wanted to share. Sorry this is a little scatterbrained. I completely forgot to mention about that, and then it clicked in my head. So I will say I do hope they do make remakes for these games, so that way I can enjoy them correctly and not have that stigma in my head of cheating. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully the new Nova one will come out a lot faster than this one did. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please share the video. And remember, we're all Pokemon Masters on the inside.